Every issue has two sides. Most shows pick one. We argue both. Not for clicks, not for comfort, but because the truth loves tension between ideas, power, and the people they affect. This is Mike and Nick. Left versus right. 30 minutes, no talking points, no safe takes, no holds barred. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I always add in the let's go.
You know, let's go is
let's go.
My personal tribute to Don Cherry.
Okay, let's go.
Were you a big Don Cherry fan? Did you watch Coach's Corner?
Who didn't?
Well, some people didn't. Some people thought he was offensive.
Yeah, that's why I watched him.
What
I
a
love
rare
offensive people who just say what's on their mind sometimes.
Well, that's what this show's about. Say what's on your mind. No holds barred. I said it in the intro.
Yeah.
Quick check-in, though. How are you doing, Nick Iones?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great.
Are you watching the World Cup?
Oh, my God. Yeah, of course I am. If you're not, you're a loser. That's all I got to say. Yeah, World Cup is very, 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 very exciting. I didn't think I'd get into it, but they did a really good job this time around. I think having it in all three of the countries was a great idea, and with a focus on North America, it brought a lot of attention to the sport. Even though everybody loves the World Cup in general, but I thought it was amazing. Some good games, even like the low key games were great. I was watching Cabo Verde.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of smaller countries. Curacao.
Yeah.
You ever been there?
Not recently.
But you have been there.
Yeah, I rode a boat there.
Really? Do I get that story before we dive in? Or
the Atlantic.
Wow.
Atlantic Ocean.
Okay.
It was pretty amazing.
I am also watching the World Cup, Nick Iones, and I was going to ask you a quick question, though. Do you typically watch the World Cup, or were you drawn in by the North American hosting? You
know what? I think I was drawn in a little bit more this time because of the North American hosting, and I don't know, it seemed like the right thing to do. And I guess watching Canada in there was good, and USA, and but both teams were pretty bad.
Were you the only non-American who was rooting for America versus Belgium?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, right off the top.
USA. I love the USA. I love Canada. I love both countries.
Can you love both when the leader of one of them is threatening to annex the other?
Yes, you can. You just ignore the noise.
Okay.
That's all you got to do.
Well, you do need to ignore some stuff.
You ignore the noise. That's all you do.
What have you thought about the World Cup officiating? There's some talk of scandal. I want to hear your take on the officiating in this World Cup.
Yeah, it's bad. You see all I think the big. Well, there's a couple of points. So, the big game with what was it?
Argentina.
Yeah, Argentina.
Yeah,
and
they
Egypt.
were down 2-0 with like 12 minutes left or something.
Yeah. So it was clearly some major violations on both sides. But they didn't the officiating. They didn't rule against Argentina, which they probably should have many times. So that's not fair. But that's sports in general. A lot of sports, you get bad calls, right? Okay.
Do you think FIFA has any credibility considering these allegations you're laying on the referees?
I mean, what do you mean? What does it mean, credibility? They have no credibility. I mean, they have to have some credibility. But these things, the referees, they rule bad sometimes, and that's the way the sport is, just like any sport. However, it's bad. It's clearly there were things that were happening on the field that shouldn't have happened, and they should have got penalties for it.
It's funny because we're watching the same tournament, and I will say up front, FIFA is without a doubt corrupt, okay? Exhibit A is awarding Donald J. Trump the FIFA Peace Prize. Okay, that you remember that moment.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the FIFA Peace Prize. Yeah. This week, that
was amazing. That was an amazing moment.
I think my friend Stu Stone would call that remarkable. But
who cares about that? That has nothing to do with your claim. Let's talk about FIFA being corrupt.
I'm getting there. Okay, so FIFA,
they are corrupt.
Yeah, so FIFA corrupt.
Just like Mark Carney is very corrupt.
Okay, well, more on that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
To my eyes, the refs seem pretty objective and fair, and I think the video review kind of ensures the right call is made. And I got to say, I'm okay with the refereeing. I don't think there's anything a ref can do to help Argentina win a match. They're down 2-0 in 12 minutes. Argentina has to score the goals, and Egypt is trying to stop them from scoring the goals. Like, how much play would a referee have? In my opinion, they were objective and fair. And I watched the same game you did. So I think here's my take is I think FIFA is corrupt. I mean, Trump literally launched, strikes against Iran this very week that we're talking, okay? I hope you filled your gas tank. Those prices are going up. But I see the games, and I think the refs are...
What happened to your voice? What happened to your voice?
I have like a summer cold. I have no voice.
You have a cold, and I'm fucking coming over here?
I'm not kissing you. I feel great. I'm about to bike 40K later today. I feel great.
Yeah, but if I get sick, I'm going to kill you.
Well, let me know. I don't know what's going on in my voice. But I do know it's off because I can hear it in my headphones. I think it's better. I think this is working for me.
You sound a bit more like a man.
Oh, finally. My balls have dropped. Okay, but I will tell you, I believe the refs have been objective and fair. So I don't think the refs...
But how can you say that? How can you say that?
Well, I'm watching the games.
Yeah, but it's not fair. You saw the many instances on the, Argentina-Egypt game, and definitely it wasn't fair.
There were some calls that could have gone either way.
But I mean, that's what I say. Like in any other sport, sometimes you get bad calls.
But the tournament as a whole, entertaining you.
Amazing. I love it. I especially love watching the Norwegians. That was amazing.
The rowing
the Norway guys. That was cool. Great game. Looking forward to seeing England and Norway. Norway is my pick as the dark horse to win. But I believe France. It'll be France and Argentina. That's my guess.
Rematch.
Yeah, and but there could be a spoiler alert. It could be Norway. You never know.
Okay, this match, Norway and England's going to be a big one, and
yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm going to say the way I looked at the Norwegians, they play it a little bit safe. They're a little bit more relaxed. England plays a little bit of a more energetic match, and but they got some great that Viking guy. In Norway.
Holland. Erland Holland. He's one of maybe the best player in the world right now.
Yeah, he's pretty exciting to watch. Everybody loves him. There's all sorts of things on social media about this guy.
Yeah, likable guy. He's tremendous. Probably the best player in the world right now. Maybe him and Mbappe. But yeah, you can't count out the old man either. Messi came through this World Cup. He's 39 years old.
Yeah. I don't know anyone else who can reverse a red card in sport of the World Cup.
That's corrupt, right? Come on.
That was. But
that's hilarious. Not the refs. Like I think the refs are calling a fair game.
That's FIFA.
Yes, that's FIFA.
Yeah.
FIFA's corrupt.
FIFA and Trump.
Right. And I know you root for the corrupt, but if you're not cheating, you're not.
I'm not
trying.
rooting for the corrupt.
Okay, good. Okay. Because I know you're okay with some things.
I am okay with some things because more people should be okay with some things.
Oh my goodness! Do you want to talk about your favorite world leader, Mark Carney? Leader of your country.
But what happened to Canada and USA? They were terrible.
Not terrible. We made the round of 16.
We weren't going to make it.
But that, as you know, that's the first time.
Look at the North America, the Canada, US, Mexico played really good actually.
Well, all three teams made the same round of 16.
But Mexico was better.
Possibly, but Canada. I just want to defend Canada for a moment. It is by far the best we've ever done in a World Cup, by far. And the team we lost to,
which is good, but we lost.
We did lose, but we lost to Morocco, which is one of the top-ranked teams.
Morocco
by
is good.
Yeah. So we lost to a good team in round of 16.
However, the only thing is that what I didn't like about Canada was the coach. He was I couldn't stand him.
He's a lot.
He's a loser.
Okay, you don't like him because he doesn't like Trump.
I had no idea if he likes Trump or not.
Right.
Okay,
he's American though.
And first of all, who said I like Trump? I never said that.
I don't know. I just saw you were wearing that red hat when you were in your red pickup truck.
Like you're gonna paint me like a MAGA guy.
No.
Okay. No. What I'm gonna say is I didn't like the coach because there were a couple incidents on video where he was caught sticking his head down when Canada was losing.
Right.
And what kind of coach does that?
Not a good look for a coach.
No, it's not a great look for a coach.
He wears his emotions.
He needs to be inspiring his team no matter what. He has to stand up, get moving, talk to the guys on the sideline, everything like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't like Canada's sort of attacks against. I think there was one game in particular. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I guess their second last win. I guess it was. Who was it?
Oh, Qatar. Well, we won 6-0 because we only
Anyways,
won the
there was a
games.
couple instances where I like to see Canada play a fair game
South Africa.
and hold their head up high. So be like, that's who we are, right?
Well, I heard you talk about Jesse Marsh right there as an he needs to be inspiring his team no matter what. And I thought for a minute you were talking about Mark Carney. Just for a minute, I thought you were talking about Mark Carney.
Yeah, Mark Carney's the same thing. His head's down, and he looks like
really
he looks
okay.
like
it's like we watch a different guy. Tell me, because
So what's next? Saudi Arabia?
Well, let's talk about his trade mission to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about it.
So, do you think Mark Carney made the right call by prioritizing trade, investment, Canadian jobs?
I don't. First of all, he's going to get criticized no matter what he does. Okay,
right.
And he is a hypocrite because he's supposed to be the liberal leader, and the liberals, all they talk about is human rights and all that jazz. Okay, and you do have to talk about it. However, he went and he wants to do trade with Saudi Arabia, which he's going to get criticized from people in his own party, of course, too. But I think it's good. I like what he's doing, but I'm also going to say this: he's a copycat. He wants to be Trump.
Wow.
He wants to be Trump. You can see it all over the place. He's trying to make the same deals that Trump did. As of recently, he's going to Qatar. He's going to all these places, China.
Yep.
And he's trying to make these trade deals, which is great for the country, I hope. But he's a Trump wannabe, it looks like.
Okay, I don't see it, but
sure.
I do know
for sure. He wants to be a big Trump guy.
You're the business guy. You're the guy who says happy capitalism or something like that, right? So I'm just...
Yeah, I did. And I did say that trade is good. So what?
This is something
you got to trade with the bad people too.
So you're telling me you like...
As long as it's not North Korea or something like that.
You like these deals that Mark Carney is striking around the world?
Yes, to some degree, as long as we know what they are and as long as
of course.
They're good for our country.
And you're not suggesting that we should not deal with any country that has human rights violations?
No, you can't fix everybody.
Okay, and
you have to deal with the bad guys.
You're in favor of diversifying the portfolio so we're not as dependent on the United States as we have been in the past.
I'm in favor of making trade deals with all countries, including the United States.
Well, of course. I mean, we could do a Kuzma update, but because America let that lapse. Right?
Oh, you want to segue into Kuzma?
We're not. I'm just.
Well, that's
we're talking about trade with the United States.
That's part of the probably negotiation. Right?
Okay. Well, I want to talk about another negotiation first, which is that Mark Carney negotiated with Germany and
another terrible deal. Another terrible deal.
This is for the submarines. 12 submarines for the Navy.
Big deal.
And this is the German company. I'm going to try to pronounce it. ThyssenKrupp Marine Systems. TKMS.
You can't pronounce Marine Systems.
What's your criticism?
Everybody knows who ThyssenKrupp is.
What is your criticism of this $160 billion submarine deal? Buying German-built submarines.
Okay, why are they buying submarines from Europe?
Well, South Korea finished second, right?
So first of all, why did they even engage the Americans to buy submarines?
They weren't in the finals.
Well, they should have been.
You think we should be dealing with the same country that basically threatened our sovereignty?
Yes.
That sickens me. How unpopular would that be? Tell me why we should do business with
first of all, did you look at these subs that they bought? They're sort of defensive subs, and they're not.
It's for the Arctic.
Yeah, they are, and they can't stay submerged for very long. Did you know that? Did you know that?
Well, I can't pretend I'm a submarine expert, but I did see.
I looked it up.
Extended edition. Okay.
The nuclear subs from the States, they can operate under Arctic ice for quite a long time. They have to come up for food. Can you believe it? For food.
Nick, if I may interrupt, my understanding is the final two countries. It was Germany.
You know what they should have done? What a way to spur or to help Kuzma or USMCA, whatever you want to call it. And that's for your audience out there, Mike, the liberal left.
It's your audience.
And you know what they did? He could have used that as a say, hey, you know what? We're going to buy so many subs off you guys, submarines.
Yeah. Not sub sandwiches?
Not sub sandwiches, but
You're making me
hungry. And that could have been a good thing.
Oh my God, what a sucker you are.
They could have used that as a good thing, like to spur negotiations again.
What a sucker you are, man.
No, I'm not a sucker,
Let's kiss the ring and hope that he blesses us with a deal.
No, you don't have to hope nothing. But we should be. Like,
he's sending a message to Donald Trump.
Yeah, the message is, I'm a loser. That's what it is.
The message is...
I'm going to buy these stupid subs off Europe, and it's going to do absolutely nothing for our country or defense. And then what's going to happen when something happens to our country? Who's going to protect us?
That ship sailed. Speaking of subs,
Europe's going to come in there.
For sure. Yeah, NATO.
Yeah.
NATO. Our NATO alliance is strong, and that's
NORAD.
where this
What about NORAD?
Well, what about NORAD? Honestly, you keep talking like we're allies with the United States.
We are allies. You're insane. This is like a derangement syndrome. You guys are like so like anti-American. Don't be anti-American. There's nothing wrong. We have been historically friends with the United States.
Historically is the key word.
Hang on. But we've also burned the White House too many years ago.
Oh, the British, 1812. Okay. 1812.
Well, they say it was the Canadians too.
Sure, but yeah.
All I'm going to say is this, is that you got to filter out the noise and focus on the point, okay? And are we doing everything we can to help our relationship with the United States? Absolutely not. In fact, the opposite. So you know what? I consider the United States a close friend and ally. I always will, and I'm not going to allow this little blip in history change that, okay? If anything, Canada should have been doing a lot of things a long time ago for our economy. We had 10 years of liberal loser Trudeau, and we rewarded the liberals again with Mark Carney. And I don't know if this guy's going to be good for our country. We'll find out. I can say that, yes, some things I could say that they're good, but there's a lot of other things he's doing that are not good, including his condo conversion plan to bail out condos in BC. You heard about that, didn't you?
Well, I got a note right here. Talk to Nick Aines about this because you, of course, at Fusion Corp, you know a lot about condos and condo development. What's your take on this?
I think it's horrible.
Tell me why.
Well, number one, it's not transparent. Number two, like, why are they buying condos at market value when they can build new stock? They're basically going to buy these condos at market value, and it's kind of a bailout, and it's a waste of taxpayers' money, and there's absolutely no transparency. They're walking this back. They know it's a bad deal. It was a bad deal, and clearly, like, listen, nothing wrong with giving people homes, right? The homeless and all that kind of stuff.
The unhoused.
I agree. I'm all for it, but you can't do this. And if you got to buy those units, they should be buying them at cost. You want a bailout? Here it is. 50 cents on the dollar.
Okay.
You think it was a good deal?
No, on this subject, I bow to your expertise. I know 1% of what you know about the condo market.
I don't think, first of all, there's so many houses that can get built at such a lower cost and benefit, of course its delivery is an issue. But they're basically it's a bad perception. You know what? A lot of people are losing money. Investors are losing money. They're taking a hit in the condo market. Mm-hmm. Yet these developers are getting a little bit of a bailout. It's unacceptable.
I'm hearing you. You're suggesting that this deal, this conversion plan, the Carney's condo conversion plan, it is bailing out developers with taxpayer money.
Exactly.
Well, do you think I'm in favor of bailing out developers with taxpayer money?
Absolutely not. You're on my side. I know.
Only if the developer is Fusion Corp. Okay.
No. It should apply to everybody.
I'm joking.
I know you're joking. I'm doing that on purpose.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that this is completely unacceptable. And tell me the price, because they still haven't told us the price. They're not transparent. Oh, they're saying, we didn't finalize all the details. It's bullshit. You know it. I know it. Your audience knows it.
If only we had a grand leader like the lucky Americans who get to call Donald J. Trump their leader. I'm telling you. Okay, but now I have concerns, and I want to hear your take on this as well, that there's this massive investments, these massive investments in this country going on with these data centers, but they're not the old typical server farms we're used to. These are the AI data centers.
Oh, I love them. That's right.
Okay, and they're the Meta,
I'm
for
all for it, even though even if it destroys the environment.
So please tell me, okay, because I have a take on this, and it's an educated take based on a very deep and lengthy conversation with a rapper named Cadence Weapon.
Who knows everything about AI?
Yes, precisely. He knows everything about AI. No, but he lives in a community in Hamilton that is being threatened by one of these data centers. And so let's hear from you, and then I'll chime in, okay, with what I've learned.
I love the announcement from Meta to build the amazing investment in the massive data center in Alberta. Alberta is going to be a hub for AI for sure because of the energy, and it's coming. It's coming for sure. And I like Alberta in general because I like the government of Alberta. It's a conservative government. I like Danielle Smith. She's great.
Wow.
And I think it's a great place for entrepreneurs who
we'll move there.
Well, maybe I will.
I'll come visit you in Edmonton when I visit my in-laws.
Podcasts remotely.
We could do that.
No, I'm not moving to Alberta. Okay.
Okay.
However, it would be a great place to get a job one of these days, and I've never worked out in the West, and I'm thinking about it. I'd love to do that, and I like what's happening out there, and I've been out there. It's a beautiful. I haven't actually visited Calgary, but I went to obviously Banff and Lake Louise. Great places.
Yeah,
amazing nature. We have such rich nature in our country.
Maybe the most beautiful part of Canada is what you see at Lake Louise.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like
next to the Scarborough Bluffs.
Blah, blah, blah.
I got to chime in now.
But Nick, you know what? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
AI is here, and it's not going away. It's it's very competitive.
You're a big fan.
I watched. Yeah, I am.
I'm wondering if you're reading AI right now, pretending it is the voice of Nick Ioannis. Can you disclose these words? These eloquent words you're saying?
The voice of Nick Ioannis. Oh yeah, Nick.
Were they written by AI?
I'm changing my name, Nick AI.
Oh my! You should just capitalize AI in Ioannis.
Yeah, Ioannis. Yeah.
The A for Nick artificial.
AI. Ioannis. AI.
Hey, I'm one of the few people who pronounce your name correctly. Okay, so
kind of.
Well, tell me how you say it.
Ioannis.
Yeah, don't I say Ioannis? Am I missing it?
Ioannis. Yeah.
Ioannis.
It's okay.
Okay. But I want a chance to chime in here. This is Mike and Nick, not just Nick.
Let's hear.
Okay.
Let's hear you because you're anti-AI.
So I'm glad I'm not a fan of AI when it takes the place of the creatives, like creating like a movie or an actor or music. This is where I have no interest in AI. I'm not necessarily against AI when it comes to note-taking and summarizing and like
writing emails.
I personally, this is just a person, I'm not against people using AI to write emails if it saves them time so they can focus on creative endeavors.
Here's the thing. The way I look at it is like this. I've never been a great writer. Okay. But the emails that I send out, they're still my emails because they're my thoughts.
Well, you bless them before you click send.
No. I don't use AI to tell me what to say.
Okay.
I use AI to better communicate what I want to say.
It makes you more articulate.
Yes. Okay, it makes them look a little bit more professional, polished, and and I'm using AI for a lot of things.
That's a big difference, Nick.
Huge.
I personally enjoy writing my own emails and writing everything, but the difference is you said you struggle with the written word, and this helps you be more articulate.
No. Let's take a step back. Yeah. I don't struggle with the word. Okay. You're trying to make me sound like
I'm trying to recap
half, and I won't say the other word because you told me not to.
I'd have to delete it. I find it offensive. But
I'm offensive.
Personally, am a gifted writer. Okay, always a great writer.
There you go. That's what you studied, right?
I studied English and history at U of T, and I wrote a hell of a lot. And I was always a great writer. I still write a lot. I've been blogging since the late 90s. I write a lot.
Yeah.
And I enjoy doing it. So why would I ever want AI to take away something I enjoy?
Okay.
Right. So let me just tell you, regardless of your thoughts on AI, I would ask you, I think it's appropriate. Nick, I think it's appropriate. We started this episode of Mike and Nick with the World Cup.
Yeah.
Which is a game I want to play. I'm proud of the way Toronto hosted these games. Vancouver did a great job. I thought we looked great on the world stage. I enjoyed the parties.
We looked okay.
I enjoyed it thoroughly. Okay, so that's a game I want to play. But I ask you, Nick Iones, this
I'm waiting
AI
for the freaking question.
Well, come on. AI infrastructure boom.
Yes.
Is that a game that we want to play? Okay. These AI data centers.
We have to play it. We have to play it.
These AI data centers, I'll finish my thought, then you could chime in. But these AI data centers have a boatload of negatives.
Yes,
from
for
the
sure.
Water consumption,
Totally agree.
power consumption, energy consumption. There's literally a hum that these data centers emit that do cause serious health problems for people who live nearby.
Totally agree.
When it comes to the AI infrastructure boom, we need to tread very, very carefully. Do we want to play this game?
We have to play this game. We have to play this game because if every country is playing it right now. So if you don't play it, you're behind. And we're already behind in Canada. We've been playing a bad game for the last 10 years with Justin Perry, okay?
Okay.
The loser liberal.
He's dating Katy Perry, so you've called him
Justin Perry.
Demasculating him.
He's a complete, he's disgusting.
I am shocked to hear you're not a Trudeau
disgusting
fan.
Well, I don't think even your fans are a Trudeau fan anymore.
I think you'd be surprised. Trudeau is no longer Prime Minister of Canada. I don't know.
No, but he did a bad thing for our country. He made us less competitive out there in the world stage. We had a terrible economy, and he didn't even focus on it. And we're suffering as a result today. And I'm gonna say that we rewarded the Liberals again, which was a bad move.
Thanks to Donald Trump.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, because Canadians were fooled. Yet again.
If there were an election tomorrow, Carney would win a majority.
They use fear to get Carney a majority. A minority, and now it's a majority. But anyways, we're losing fact here is that AI is here. It's not going anywhere. Yes, it's imperfect. Yes, there are very negative things about AI, especially these data centers being built. But if we don't jump on the bandwagon, we're going to fall behind. Now, could AI be catastrophic for humanity? Maybe.
Them's the breaks.
But
right,
it's
Nick?
here. But it's here.
Them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks, man. We'll start all over again.
We'll start all over again. We'll try to create a colony of Nick Iones clones.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Nick, I always appreciate these chats. It's been a while since our last one.
Bow down, my
AI
fellow
overlords.
My fellow Nick AIs.
How long until we don't have a prime minister? We just have a billionaire tech overlord, maybe Mark Zuckerberg. How long till we get to that point? That's the dystopian future.
Well, I hope it's Elon Musk.
Oh my God. Because he did spend time here.
He's Canadian.
Went to Queens. Well, yeah, I guess
he's Canadian.
You can argue that. Thank you for listening to Mike and Nick, Left versus Right. Please share, like, and subscribe. And will we see everybody again in 2 weeks, Nick?
Well, that's up to you, Mike. And we'll talk about that later.
We're literally going to record an episode of Toronto Mic'd now. So if you like what you heard here, find episode 1931 of Toronto Mic'd and find out what we said next.
Well, they're going to hear us first, probably, right?
Well, I don't know what order they're going to do it in.
Well,
it's happening, people. See you then.
See you then.